According to various news agencies, Mr. US President Donald Trump had told the reporters that he is at this moment not considering providing Ukraine with long-range ballistic missiles called the Tomahawk cruise missiles at this current moment. This comes in as the US is actively not trying to pursue its interest between Ukraine and Europe on one side and with Russia on the other. My question to Mr. Ali Ahmed. This war has no end. As similar, it seems that it has no end. And we see that they are ramping up nuclear testing capacities. Just 2-3 days ago, we've seen how Russia has tested a nuclear torpedo system that would make sure of its nuclear capacities in international waters. My question to you would be, Russia had followed suit, North Korea had followed suit. They are all testing nuclear capacities, and today the United States is also considering ramping up its nuclear testing abilities. We know the Atomic Agency of Nuclear Scientists has said that the world is almost 1 minute away from midnight. Midnight being that certain point where complete nuclear disaster is upon humanity.
And the darkness all around.
Right. So how do you feel about the current developments?
This is not acceptable to the rest of the world, to the people of the world who inhabit this earth. But these, should I be able to say this, these bad rulers of these countries, because of their petty feelings against each other, against one country, are making them say and think so. They should know that the nuclear war, whoever unleashes it, is going to be the last for the world. There is no vanquished and the winner in the nuclear war. The winner and loser is in a normal war. But here everybody is a loser. Humanity is a loser. I only wish that this comes to the realization of this war-hungry people. And I still wish that they are still left with some humanity so as to avoid this kind of war. And this testing leads to unnecessary expenditure, huge wastage of resources. There are people in the world who are starving, who are going illiterate, who are going without food and shelter. They don't give money there, they only use it in arms testing. And it is again another arms race is now is on. Who has switched it on, I don't know, or I should not be able to say, but naturally America seems to be the first one, followed by Russia, or either way. But others are also coming. North Korea is there, and others will definitely follow suit. So this is a very absolutely bad and condemnable way, because if you want to lengthen your country, make it more powerful, do it, but don't destroy your country, because a nuclear war will also destroy the country that starts it.
Of course, a very important comment by Mr. Ali Ahmed. We understand that previously a nuclear bomb or an atomic bomb had caused the destruction of multiple cities in Japan.
Only first one.
Yes.
That was nuclear, but now it is hydrogen bomb, and even above that, it's going to destroy the whole world.
IP issue between China, when American companies wanted to build their phones, their laptops, their consumer electronics in China. The Chinese would then develop their own versions locally, which of course would expand its market. I want to come to Mr. Ali Ahmed. He's an economist in my understanding, and he understands this relationship, this dynamic yet hostile relationship between the two nations. We can often see that if China was the factory, United States was the retail store. I want to understand how you feel about this.
This is good for the world. In fact, the world has gone through centuries of misunderstandings, wars, barricades, tariff wars, and all those things. But finally, they could understand that the interest of the entire world lies in peacefully doing the job that Mr. Bernard suggested. And so, after decades of negotiations, including the United States, they arrived at a thing called WTO, World Trade Organization, which evaded the world after the second World War, when the UN and the IMF etc. was constituted. There were attempts to build this WTO, but it could not be done because of American obstruction to it. Finally, from January 1st, 1985, this came into being, this World Trade Organization, where America, Russia, China of course was persuaded to join after a few months or years. But now all of them are members of the WTO. WTO has its rules of engagement, rules of doing the trade exchanges through international trade. And there are also ways of settling these disputes. Settling mechanism is also there. Now the problem is that you have to follow the rules which you agreed to and which you shaped into by your negotiations. And America has started showing that it does not do it. During this time of Donald Trump, they are not doing it. So the problem is there unilaterally, and it's not unilaterally, it's just singularly. Mr. Donald Trump took a sheet and started declaring how much duty on which country. This is a sheer break of international agreements they also entered into. Unfortunately, there is no jail term for this, but there is a mechanism for settling it, and that mechanism has also been blocked by United States by not appointing the judicial member of these institutions. So that is the problem. Now the problem is when America wanted to show its muscles, China said okay. They also said yes, we have also 100%, 200%, and then America felt that it's not all that easy with China. So he became suddenly friendly with Xi Jinping and started negotiations. Now all the world says this is going to be very short-lived, but maybe, but they have done it. So the basic problem lies with America under Donald Trump, not the America before or probably after. So they have to come to an understanding, and this is done by the state, the mechanism, not by a single person. Absolutely illegal.
As you were saying that we don't want it to be short-lived, but this instance of Taiwan is so important, as Taiwan is the world's biggest semiconductor manufacturer, and of course without these conductors there are multiple markets that are going to be halted. I want you to tell me how you feel about Taiwan in between these two countries.
This is a very thorny issue, thorny question, not just between Taiwan and China, for the entire world. See, the earlier American presidents would not visit Taiwan. They would not come to Taiwan. They had illicit or also silent relations with them. And most of the capital first flowing into Taiwan after the liberation of China in 1949 also did stealthily, but they did not. But now, during the last 2-3 presidents, they are becoming open as China is growing up and challenging America. So they are doing it, and America is not accepting. So this is a thorny issue for the whole world.